it's time to cook again. Yes, I've been away for a while, but I've been busy, and here we are. I'm going to cook again today. So when my daughter was pregnant, she had to watch her sugar. So I was trying to come up with recipes where she could have something sweet to eat without jeopardizing her sugar level, and we came up with this keto chocolate cream pie. It's really very, very good. It's not hard to make, and we're going to do it today. So even if you're not having to watch your sugar, it's pretty good for you. So what I've done already to save time is made this 9-inch deep dish pie pan. It has 1 cup of crushed pecans in it and 1 teaspoon of crystallized sugar substitute. And it has 2 tablespoons of melted butter. You put it in here, you bake it at 350 for 10 minutes, and that's it. You set it aside to cool. The next thing you do is the filling. Now I've already done 3 cups of heavy cream with a 1/3 cup of powdered sugar substitute in here, and that's it. And I beat that till it's stiff peaks, and we're going to set that aside. Now we're going to start on the filling. We need 1.5 cups of the powdered sugar substitute, which is what I've got right here, and it goes into the bowl. We have 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, unsweetened. We have 8 ounces of cream cheese softened. Whoops, made a mess. What else is new? And that's it for right now. So we're just going to mix this up. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. It really is a tasty pie and better for you than just the regular sugar. So I'm going to mix it for a little while till I don't want the cocoa and the sugar everywhere. We'll start on low. Let that mix for a minute. We're going to get that mixed up pretty well. Now, in the meantime, what I've done is taken 4 ounces of Lily's chocolate chips. They're sugar-free. They're very good. 4 tablespoons of butter, and microwaved it for 45 seconds. Stirred it. Microwave for another 15 seconds and stirred it. It needs to be completely smooth, but you don't want to overcook it, so that's why you have to stir it. If it's not melted, you can go for another 5 seconds. But make sure you don't overdo this or you're going to have a mess and have to start over. So that's ready to go. Okay, this is just about mixed pretty good here. Okay, so now I'm going to try to add the melted chips without making too much of a mess. I mean, if you love chocolate, you've got to try this. Almost there. I want to get as much as I possibly can. Okay, I think I got it. We're going to mix that up. That's close. Okay, let me make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. I'm going to scrape down the sides of the bowl. We don't want to miss anything. Okay, continue beating. Okay, I think that's got it. Just have to scrape off the beater. Now what we're going to do is fold the whipped cream into the chocolate. And that takes a little bit of time because you don't want to beat the whipped cream. It'll fall. It won't hold its volume. There we go. But because the chocolate mixture is kind of stiff to begin with, it takes a few minutes. So we're going to start with a little bit at a time. I'm just going to take a couple scoops of this, then start folding. If you remember what I told you about folding, you start in the middle, pull your spatula towards you, and then rotate the bowl. And you just keep doing that so that you don't beat out the volume of the whipped cream. Just keep folding and folding, and then when that's pretty good shape, then you add the next bit of whipped cream until you've got it all incorporated. And since this is going to take a couple of minutes of folding, I'm going to pause and come right back, and we'll continue. Okay, we're back. I've got it incorporated. I saved just a little bit of the whipped cream to go on top as a decoration, but you don't have to. And here we have it. It's beautiful. And of course, I had to sample it. All we do now is spoon it into our pecan crust. Again, this was used with all sugar-free items, including the chocolate chips, the unsweetened cocoa, sugar-free powdered sugar, and the sugar-free granulated sugar, which kind of sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it? Anyway, spoon this into your pie crust. Now, we'll have a little texture to it. It's not a completely smooth chocolate pie, but you get those wonderful little bursts of chocolate when you eat it. It's marvelous. That's all there is. You get all of this out of here. Don't want to waste any of it. There we go. My son-in-law is not a big chocolate lover. Some things are a little too sweet for him, but he loves this. In fact, that's what I'm making it for today for Father's Day, since this is his first Father's Day. Here we go. And that's really all there is to it. Smooth it out a little bit. Save this to look for later when I'm off camera, as you might guess. And I'm just going to spoon, nothing fancy. I'm just going to put some of this on top. I told you I was a messy cook. That's it. Just kind of do it however you want. You could sprinkle it with a little more of the cocoa powder if you want. You could swirl it in. You could put chocolate shavings on it, whatever you want to do. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swirl it in. Just makes it a little more interesting. Or you could just incorporate all of it in there. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm using my fingers. Here we go. Let's see how this works. Just a little swirl. It is a thick pie, so it's kind of hard to do. But just swirl it a little bit, however you want to do it. Anyway, and that's it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you give it a try. It is a very delicious pie and not too bad for you. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you next time.